I'm making a video and I'm showing off the apparel. Yep. This is what I bought during orientation, man. So this goes way back. Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and this video is my second question and answer video. It's actually been almost a year. Not really. Close to a year since the last question and answer video, and if you haven't seen that, then you should go check them out. Some of these questions are kind of the same, and some of them are different. And pretty much they're questions that the class of 2018, hello there, has asked me, and they wanted me to answer them. And some of them are a little complex for me to answer on text, on Facebook, so being able to do it during a video is great. Allie asked me, can you talk about some misconceptions about Oswego? What she means by this, because I asked her for a follow-up of what she actually wanted me to answer. How does it feel like compared to the other SUNYs, and why do people transfer out of colleges or stay there? Going away to college is kind of tough because you're transitioning into a new life. So let's say you do think that Oswego or any other college is the perfect college for you. SUNY schools are usually a lot easier to get into because they don't really ask for a lot, and if you are living in the New York State, you don't have to pay as much as someone who lives in Massachusetts or Arizona or California. There's programs that you can do in a SUNY school that if they don't have it at one SUNY school, you can do it at another one. Something like an abroad program or an internship or something like that. No matter where you are, you're going to be a while from home unless you live like right next to a SUNY school. But usually if you want to get out of your area, you don't go to a SUNY school that is as close to you as possible. College is very complicated, and even if you do think that this one school is the dream school for you, it might not be, because sometimes people don't make the friends that they want to make. Sometimes their major isn't exactly what they want to do, or maybe they want to change their major and the school doesn't have it. Maybe you're just not having a good time and you don't like the environment, which is fine. Those things can happen, and you are always allowed to transfer out of that school and take a semester off or go to your community college or go to another school. It's okay. Ruthie asked me sort of a similar question, but how difficult is it to move away from your family and be in a new location with people that you don't know? Was it hard adjusting, and are there any tips you would give to incoming students about the adjusting process? The adjustments are really easy if you just, go out there and introduce yourself to people, make some friends, have fun, get into the classes that you want to get into, and you just have to really put yourself out there. And if you do that, all these feelings of being homesick and being in a new place will just go away because you'll get used to it after a while. It sounds hard for some people who complain about all the workload and all, like, I'm not making any friends, or I hate my roommate, but you might not be that person. So don't think about what other people are saying. Think about yourself. You do you. Hunter asked me, I don't think this has been asked yet, but is there a Chinese food place in Oswego? There's actually a couple. I recommend Food Chow City, even though you have to use your own cash for that, but there is a Chinese food place called Wonton House. They don't really have a lot of chicken dishes and vegetarian dishes, so that's why I don't usually recommend it unless you really don't want to use your cash. But it's pretty good Chinese food. Alright, a bunch of you guys asked me this question about the dorms and about the dining halls, which I have made a video about the dining halls, and I have answered multiple questions about the dorms, but I will briefly explain them to you anyway. There are multiple dorms on campus. Lakeside, which is Johnson Hall, which is an all-freshman dorm, which is pretty good if you are a freshman and you want to go there, because there's so many people in there, and you meet people who are on the same path as you, who are getting used to college and don't know anything about anything. So there are people there to help you do that, and you make a lot of new friends. And then there's Riggs, Waterbury, and Scales, which are also on the Lakeside area. And you also have Lakeside Dining Hall, which is connected to, it's inside Johnson, so once you go into Johnson, there's Lakeside Dining Hall, and it's an underground tunnel that goes with Riggs. So if you live in Waterbury and Scales, I'm sorry, you have to walk outside. I'm not gonna force you to go to any dorm, because you may not like a party dorm, you may not like a freshman dorm, you may not like a quiet dorm, so it's what you want to choose. There's Fennell and Hart Hall, which are in the middle of the campus, which are both connected to Cooper Dining Hall. Hart Hall is the international hall, so you're gonna have a lot of international students from like South Korea, Bolivia, France, London, China. And there's West Campus, which is where I live right now. And you have Seneca, Onondaga, which is all suites, which I am telling you right now is only for upperclassmen. So Oneida, which is the farthest, and Cayuga. Seneca and Cayuga are both connected to Pathfinder Dining Hall, and Oneida and Onondaga are both connected to Little Page. I forgot the name for some reason. That was weird. Ruthie also asked me, can you have a car on campus? You can. Freshmen can have a car on campus. You just have to find a parking spot, and you have to get a parking pass. And there's different parking passes for different parking lots, and you have to pay for them. Shelby asked me, can you maybe talk in general about how to fit in as a freshman, like a short and sweet, what not to do, and some tips on what to do? Look around for clubs that you really think that you're interested in, because you are a freshman, you're new to everything, and there's always upperclassmen in all these clubs who can help you, and they'll help you adjust, make a lot of friends. Pretty much just be yourself. That's how you should fit in, is act like yourself, don't act like someone that you really aren't. And what not to do? I guess don't be rude to people.